I'm going to show you how you can make simple realistic materials in Blender when you are a beginner. So first, I created this simple scene in Blender, some bolts that I put with the add-on directly in Blender called Bolt Factory. And then I put a cloth here. I just put a plane, subdivide, and then in physics properties, I put cloth, and then I applied it, so I have all the geometry of the cloth, and also a plane for the floor. Now, what you need to do is go in render properties, and to have a really realistic render, you need to be on render engine cycles. So I'm on cycles, device I'm on GPU, and then you need also lights. So you can go in world properties, and here I have a HDRI config coffee that I downloaded from polyhaven.com. So you put here background, color, the color is going to be an environment texture here, and then open. I'm going to put the comfy cafe here, open. Then I can go in a rendered preview, and my render is going to look like this. So I need to put materials on my object and on the cloth and also on the floor. First, I'm going to download some image textures, and then I can tweak them and also create a material for the cloth. I can go on ambientcg.com. I can do materials here. I want a metal material. I type metal, and then I'm going to choose one. Maybe this one. I think it's good for some bolts. This one. And then I can get them in 2K here. And I download them. And you have all of these images in the zip file. So you can go back in Blender, select one bolt here, go in shading, and then in object here, we can create a new material for this bolt. New. And then here, we are going to put all of the images. I can go in edit, preferences, in add-ons, and I can put the node wrangler here. Now with the node wrangler, you can click on the principal BSDF, do Ctrl-Shift-T, then get your images, do A to select everything, and then principal texture setup. Now you see the metal is on the bolt. I can go in rendered preview to see how it's looking. Now what I can do to make it look better is to unwrap, so the texture is correctly applied on this object. So I can type tab to go in edit mode, do A to select everything, and then do U, unwrap, Smart UV project. Okay. And now you see it changed. You see the little cracks and the little scratches. What I can do too is add a bevel. A fake bevel on the shading, so it doesn't affect the geometry. Shift A, search bevel. You can put it between the normal map and the principal BSDF. Samples put 16, and then radius put just a little bit like this, and it is going to create a fake bevel. Now I can rename the material here. I can put metal, and I can put it on all of the other bolts. So I can select the bolt I want. I want this, also these here. And at the end, we select the bolt with the texture here. So this is the active object. Now I can do Ctrl L to link materials. And now they all have the same texture. And we didn't unwrap them. Maybe we can do this. Tab U Smart UV project. Like this. I can do this and also not this one, like this. Then for the cloth, we are going to create a material for the cloth. What we can do is create a little plastic material. So we can go in material properties, create a new material, rename it plastic, and then put a little color like a blue. I think it's gonna be good, like this. Then put specular a little more, roughness a little less, like this. And then we can put the IOR, the refraction, at 46 and transmission at 1, like this. Now this looks good, but it is not really realistic. We need to add more details. So what we can do is add little scratches on this plastic. So what we can do is we can go in ambient CG and get, if we want the same scratches as this metal, we can get the scratches from the metal. But we can get another material, plastic. We can get, for example, this one. You see the little scratches here. So we can go download this in 2K, for example, this one. And then we have all of these images. So what we are going to get is the normal and the roughness. You see the scratches on this image. So we can go in Blender, go in shading, click on the cloth, and then here, Shift A, we can do an image texture on the roughness, and then open the image, the roughness from the plastic. So we can get this roughness, and also what we can do is we can unwrap Smart UV project, or we can do cube projection, and here color space we need to put non-color. And you see the scratches here on the plastic. And also we can do the normal. So we can get this and we can duplicate. Shift D, Shift A, put a normal map to put the normal. Here we can select the image, the normal. So we can get normal here, open. We can put non-color. We can connect here and here. And now you see all the scratches on this plastic. And also we can add a mapping if you want to scale or to move. So we can get these, Control T, and then we have the mapping with the texture coordinate. And we can connect the normal to here. And then scale. We can put 3, so the scratches are smaller. Or we can put bigger, 0.5. I'm gonna put 2, like this. Now we need to put the floor. So the floor, I'm just gonna put image textures from a wood floor. So I get this, a chipboard like this. I can scale like this. And now I can go in layout. I can put some lights, Shift A. We can get a sun, put it here, move it like this. Strength, put 3, for example. Now what we can do is add a depth of field on the camera, so the background is blurry and it's going to be more realistic. So we can click on the camera and then depth of field. We activate and you see it is blurry now. We need a focus object. Focus object, I'm going to get this bolt in the center. And now blades, we can put 8 and f-stop. We can go in material preview to adjust. Going to put 1.8 like this. I can change the focal length a little bit so it is closer here. And now it is done. Now I can go in render properties, and then in render max samples I am at 250. Also I can go here in color management, put more contrast, high contrast, exposure put a little more, gamma put a little less, a little more exposure like this, and then it's going to be good. We can click render and render image. If you want to learn more about how to create realistic materials, this was just a little quick tutorial. I have a full course on how you can create realistic material when you are a beginner and you don't know what is the roughness, the normal, how to UV unwrap, how to edit the UVs, what add-ons you can put to create dirt, to create scratches, to create edgeware. I teach you everything in this course. You can click the first link in the description. And you have just a few days left to have 50% off on this course. So click the link in the description if you are interested to join the course. See you later. Bye.